Yo, it's time for some B slang. A baby bump. A baby bump? To have a baby bump. This is what a pregnant woman gets as her stomach gets larger and larger, or as we start to see a bump due to being pregnant. As she gets closer to her due date. The due date is the day that a woman is supposed to give birth. Wow, look at that baby bump. How many months are you? Oh, 5 months, thanks. You can also use this to joke around with your pals or your buddies. Because if your friend is starting to gain some weight, you can refer to their larger stomach as their baby bump. Hey Mark, quite the baby bump you got there. Ha ha ha, shut up. I'm gonna start going to the gym. A badass? Badassery. To be a badass. Badassery. A badass is someone who doesn't care, does what they want, how they want, when they want. That's a badass. They're also a bit tough and uncompromising because you need those characteristics if you're going to do whatever you want. Because of that, they might be a little intimidating at the same time. Dude, this guy is such a badass. He does whatever he wants and listens to no one. I don't know if that's what a badass is. To me, he sounds a bit like an asshole. For something to be badass, not for someone, means for something to be really cool. Awesome. This game is so badass. It is going to be game of the year for sure. I mean, it's good, but it's not badass. I don't know. There's nothing special about it. This is the most badass song of the year. It's absolute fire. Agreed. It is pure fire. Amazing. Bae, boo, baby. Your bae, your boo, your baby. Your bae, your boo, your baby, these all mean your boyfriend or girlfriend. They're kind of cute terms that we use instead of just boyfriend or girlfriend. Baby is more intimate and it's used between the two people in the relationship. Bae and boo have been introduced through Afro-Caribbean culture. These are words that started much more urban, much more exclusively only in the black community, and have started to become much more widespread throughout the United States. And what do they mean? Again, simply boyfriend or girlfriend. They're used for both genders and they just sound cuter. If you use baby, remember, you only call your own boyfriend or girlfriend baby. You don't call other people's boyfriends or girlfriends baby. That would be weird. Man, your bae is crazy. What's going on with her? I don't know. Maybe I need to find a new bae. Hey girl, where's your boo? Oh, she's at home tonight. I'll see my baby later. Of course, there's another use for boo, which is just boo, a sound you make when you try to scare someone. To bail out on someone. To bail out on someone. To bail means to quickly leave, to leave abruptly, almost to escape a place because you don't want to be there anymore. If you go to a party and it's dead, it's really quiet, you might want to bail. You leave. It's so dead, you probably don't want to say goodbye to anyone, so you just get up and go. However, with a slightly different meaning, to bail out on someone or something means not to attend, not to go somewhere that you were expected to go. So maybe you had told someone you would go there and you had RSVP'd, you said you would be there, but you bail out on the event or you bail out on whoever. How was your meeting with Mark yesterday? He bailed out on me. He bailed out on me and he bailed out on the meeting. Who knows? Maybe Mark bailed out on purpose or maybe it was on accident. Either way, he did not attend and he was supposed to. To not have the balls, to not have the balls to do something. To not have the balls, to not have the balls to do something. This slang is mostly used in the negative or in questions. By itself, to not have the balls or to tell someone that they don't have the balls means they wouldn't dare to do it. They don't have the courage. They're cowardly. It's in the negative because we're saying they don't have the courage. They don't have the determination or the willingness to do it. So if someone doesn't have the balls to do something, they're afraid to do it. I'm going to tell the professor exactly how I feel about his grading rubric. I don't care what he says. Yeah, right. You don't have the balls to talk to the professor like that. Who here has the balls to challenge authority? I've got the balls to do it. Balls. Your balls. I'm not talking about a ball you bounce or play sports with. Here, this is used only for men. Your balls are, well, your testicles, your private parts. Those two sexual organs that cause you a lot of pain if you get hit down there. Ow, ow, ow. What happened, dude? Oh, he threw the basketball and it hit me in my balls. You know, you should stretch before doing your exercises, otherwise you might hurt your balls. Nah, that's nonsense. Don't worry, I've never hurt my balls while working out before. To go bananas? To be bananas. To go bananas. To be bananas. To go bananas means to go crazy, apeshit. The appropriate way of saying to go apeshit. And if something is bananas, it's crazy. It's ludicrous, insane. So things and people can both be and go, meaning become bananas. That game was bananas. They scored so many goals, right? And when they scored the last goal, the crowd just went bananas. B-A-N-A. It's bananas that the government can treat their citizens like this. I disagree. I think it's bananas that citizens think they can do whatever they want without repercussion. Baller? Ballin'. A baller? Ballin'. If someone is a baller, they are really successful, have lots of swag and probably style. Typically, this is someone who came from nothing, had nothing in the past, and then really made themselves into someone very successful. You know, like that Drake song. Rappers are oftentimes ballers. The origin comes from people in the past who became very successful playing basketball. Oftentimes, they came from very poor, impoverished backgrounds, and they became very successful basketball players. If you think someone is a baller, you are saying they are very cool, dope, fresh, successful, probably have lots of swag and style too. Man, Kanye is such a baller. A new line of clothes and a new album in 1 year. If we describe something as ballin', we are saying it's really cool, dope, fresh. You gotta play this new game. It is ballin'. Are you serious? This is the least ballin' game I've played. It sucks. And if someone is ballin', we're saying they're just really cool. They're dope. They're fresh also. Yeah, Kanye's doing so much. I think people are just jealous of him because he's ballin' so hard. In slang, we often don't pronounce the G, especially words that end in ing. It more sounds like in, ballin', stylin'. We'll see more as we go. To bang. To bang means to have sex. A much more vulgar expression, to fuck, or less vulgar, to screw. When's the first time you ever banged someone? I'm not gonna tell you that, that's personal information. Hey girl, you wanna bang? No. To be bangin'. To be bangin'. If a guy or girl is bangin', they are attractive, fine, hot. You see that girl on a dance floor? She is bangin'. What girl? I was too busy checking out the guy she's with. He's bangin'. Damn girl, you look bangin' in that dress. Thanks, not too shabby yourself. The bases. First base, second base, third base, home run. The bases. To get to first base, second base, third base, or home run. We use the bases from the sport baseball to talk about our romantic and sexual encounters with people. Specifically, what we did with them. To get to first base means to kiss someone. How was your date last night? Pretty good, I got to first base. Alright, my man, so you guys kissed. Good job. To get to second base with someone means to kiss and maybe touch each other. We call this to feel someone up, when you kind of move your hands over parts of their body. On second base, you might touch a woman's breasts, but nothing below the belt yet. Keeping it more so up here, maybe touching the other person's butt. Some people call this heavy petting, but let's call it making out. To make out with someone. We went to see a movie, but we didn't actually watch it. We just made out the entire time. Damn, so you got to second base after the first date? Pretty good. To get to third base. Third base is similar to second base, except now you are going below the belt. You are touching each other's privates, your sexual, reproductive organs. dick and vagina. Third base can include oral sex, but it does not include actual sex. Instead, we save that for a home run. That is, to run all of the bases, or to hit a home run. Again, that's sex, or you can also say to go all the way, or to go all the way with someone. Usually, we use this bases terminology when you just started seeing someone, if it's your first date, or you just started a relationship. And then after you make it to home base, it kind of goes away. Your friends usually want to know what you did, how far you got. And that's when we talk about the bases. To be basic. For someone or something to be basic. If someone's basic, they're ordinary, boring, dull, no personality, nothing interesting. For something to be basic means it's also boring, blah, bland. If you're basic, you're the opposite of exciting or interesting. Yo, how'd your date go? It was alright, but the dude was super basic. Hey, you wanna see that new movie tonight? Nah, that movie looks really basic. Let's do something else. Should I buy this shirt? Nah, it looks really basic. You need something flashier. Do 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 do.